Hi there, it's Anne from Music Discoveries. Thank you for joining me today for a mini lesson. We're going to be working on a little piece called Blueberry Acres. And this is a piece that I composed back in 2013 when I was working in a long-term care facility. And so this is a really handy little piece for harp therapists because, well, first of all, it works well on a small harp. So if you have a bass C as your lowest pitch, you can play this piece. Also, you don't really need any levers. We just need to set to a C major tuning. And there are no sharps or flats along the way. Doesn't mean it's in C major though. The piece is actually in G Mixolydian, which means that G is home. So there you'll find a lot of G chords and you'll find a lot of F chords. And so that's got a really nice flavor. It sounds uplifting and cheerful. Plus it's in 6/8 time, which has a cheerful dancing lilt as well. Now you can go listen to the performance video right over here, and the sheet music is available at musicdiscoveries.shop. But in today's lesson, I thought it might be helpful to set you up for some slow practice because it does move along rather quickly. And I should say that when you download your sheet music, it comes with two versions. So the first version includes all of the fingering that I use for the right hand, so full fingering support. The second version has no fingering, and so that will be handy for those of you who like to do your own thing, or you could use it as an opportunity to see if you can figure out fingering solutions and then check your solutions against mine. So it could be a learning opportunity as well. Now, the first thing that I would do in learning this piece is to look through the whole thing and discover the structure. One of the things that made it really useful to me as a harp therapist is the structure was really easy to memorize because I didn't want to be taking sheet music around with me. So I could keep that one in my head. And the other thing about a nice simple structure is it was very easy to lengthen the piece or shorten it, just depending on what I needed to do. So let's look through at the sheet music now. And so you'll see that I already have the rehearsal marks notated in the score with the numbers and the boxes. So section 1 goes on for 2 lines, and it sounds just like that little bit that I played at the beginning of the video. Right, that I would call that the A section. Now what you need to know is the A section returns 3 times in this piece. Now I would recommend going and getting a highlighter and color coding the different rehearsal marks so you can see really quickly what the structure of the piece is. So section 1 is an A section. Flip the page. Section 3, same thing, so mark that one as another A section. I'm going to label these in blue because it's called Blueberry Acres. And section 5, the very ending, same thing. So you've got 3 of those blue A sections. So that makes things a lot easier already, doesn't it? Now get another color, maybe pink, and section 2 is a contrasting section. It moves temporarily to C major. So let's label the section 2 in pink maybe, and flip over the page to section 4, and this is another contrasting section. We could call it the C section. Give it another color. And where it's up high, let's make that one yellow maybe. So now you've got a bird's eye view of the structure of the piece, which A, makes it more approachable to learn, and B, it's going to make it a little easier to memorize and retain because you understand how it's put together. Okay? Now let's get busy with the practice. So you want to have your harp ready so you can practice along with me. And I thought what we could do is go through the 3 different sections, right? You've got your blue and your pink and your yellow. And I'm just going to do a nice slow practice so you can play along with me. I'll play slowly, I'll count, and give you that support. I know when you watch the performance video, it just flies by so fast. It's nice to have a slow practice that you can play along with to check your rhythm and your fingering. I'll set you up for success by choosing a nice practice tempo. So speaking of a nice practice tempo, I've got my metronome here, and I'm going to set it to a 100 to the 8th note. So this is at quite a bit of a slower tempo than performance. So we've got 6/8 notes per measure. We're in 6/8 time, so it's feeling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like that, just really comfortable and slow. Get your harp, make sure you're set to C major. We're going to play through the first 2 lines, section 1 or the A section, with the metronome at 100. Okay? So I'm not teaching you how to play all of the notes. You need to do that yourself in your own time. But when you're ready, come to the video and we'll do this play along together. Okay, so here we go, the first measure, and we'll play through 2 lines slowly with counting. Okay. Perhaps what we'll do is, how about first time through right hand alone? Okay, I won't play anything else, just right hand. Get ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get ready to play again. I'm going to play both hands. You choose whether you want to continue with right hand alone or if you're ready for both. Or you could even play left hand alone. You decide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I have chapter markers below the video, so if you want to come back and do that section again and again and again, you can do that by using the chapter markers. So what we'll do next for the video is move on to section 2, the B section, and we'll do the same thing. I'll play the right hand through, you can join along with me, and then I'll play it hands together. And you can repeat it as many times as you want to by using the chapter markers. So here we are at section 2. This is measure 9 with right hand alone, and I'll use the metronome at 100 to the 8th note again, just in case you want that number for reference. Okay, get ready. You should be on E, G, and C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's do it again. I'll play both hands. You join in whichever way is most useful right now, right hand or together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, okay. Okay, that's really nice. So you've got that one that you can come back to again if you like. Flip the page. So again, section 3 is the same as section 1, so we're not going to do that. Let's go to section 4 now. Section 4 begins at measure 26. And it's what I would call the C section. You might have it highlighted in yellow. I like it yellow because it's up high. So notice your right hand is way up on your very high C, should sound like that. And your left hand, be careful, is now in the treble clef. You should be at middle C and G. Now watch out for that left hand because the left hand needs to do a good bit of traveling, ping pongs back and forth. So you might need to practice that left hand on its own. But let's go ahead and do right hand together. Be careful at measure 31. The time signature changes just for one measure to 9/8. Don't panic, it's not going to be a big problem. You'll see when we play it, you'll realize it's really nothing to fuss over. So here we go at measure 26. Right hand alone, and metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 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 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, B. And you notice I went across the bar line to the B in section 5 because we do want to overlap those sections and not have a pause at that bar line. Okay, and notice also at section 5 you'll be using a finger 4 on the starting note instead of the finger 3. Okay, so let's go back to measure 26. Let's do it again, hands together, same tempo. Okay, ready? If you want to, you could do left hand alone with me. Your choice. You do what works for you. Just use my video as scaffolding, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to B. Good. And did you notice that the left hand is crossing over the right hand at the end of that 9/8 measure, right? Okay, good. And then of course, section 5, the last section in the piece, is the same as the beginning. So we don't need to do that either. You've got all of your sections here in the video so you can practice. Well, I hope that was helpful. I hope that was a useful mini lesson that you can use as part of your practice strategy. Of course, you've got to go learn your notes and your fingerings and your bracketings on your own time. That's not what this video was for. It was for that next phase of learning where you're trying to get things steady and slow and accurate. Okay, I would call that the middle phase of learning. Now, as you're ready to increase speed, what you could do with the metronome is push it up to from the 100 that we're doing right now, and then try pushing it up to a 120 to the 8th note. That would be a good next step. It would sound like this. Okay, hardly noticeable, so that you would be ready for that once you're able to do the 100 with me. The next step would be to shift your metronome over to the dotted quarter note beat instead of an 8th note beat. So if you're wondering how the metronome will track for future progress, I would next set the metronome to a 50. That would be a dotted quarter note, so that's going to be 2 ticks per measure now. And that will sound a little different. That'll sound quite a bit faster, and it will be more challenging to play with the metronome. But just so you know, it will sound like 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a. feeling 2 big pulses per measure. And then as you're ready, you can push the metronome up little by little, notch by notch, until you make it up to the final 76 to the dotted quarter note, which is your performance speed. So good. Okay, nice practice, everybody. Come back to the video and use those chapter markers so you can zero in on the sections that you need to work on the most. Let me know down in the comments if this was a useful practice resource for you, and I'd be happy to make more of these mini lessons in the future. So again, the sheet music is over at musicdiscoveries.shop, and I will look forward to seeing you here for another mini lesson really soon. See you later.